Dave Snyder here. It is September the 17th, 2012, and this is take 3. I just keep getting interrupted. But anyways, like I said, the shit just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and the moon keeps getting bigger. I mean, it's not getting any bigger than I already said it was, but it's bigger than they say it is. That's for damn sure. Okay, so this is a Google Moon image, so it's not that great. It's on the far side of the moon, or the side that we don't see anyways. It's a big impact with our Earth. It's one solid. Look, this is not just a bunch of little impacts, separate impacts on the moon to create these craters. This is a one big solid impact with our Earth. And I know people will want to say, oh, if something that big hit the Earth, how do you know what would happen? I get tired of people telling me that it would obliterate the Earth. Everything would, you don't even know. You have no idea what would happen. But the prints will show you what happens. The prints on the moon and the Earth will show you what happened if you just look. I mean, I'm serious. If you just look, and you have to make the moon bigger. If you don't make the moon bigger, you're going to have problems. That's all there is to it. If you make the moon, look at that's the size of the moon right there. That is the size, approximately within 100 miles or so. That's the size of the moon. Like I said, it's the Mars-sized planet that hit the Earth to create the moon, which was already created. It didn't create the moon. The moon was already the moon when it hit the Earth, okay? It was a Mars-sized planet. You can call it moon, you can call it a Mars-sized planet, call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. It's right there, still right close to us. It didn't go far, and it didn't hit. A Mars-sized planet did not hit the Earth and explode into little bits and create the moon. That's a ridiculous theory anyway. It's stupid. You think about that. Okay, the Earth remained a planet, but the Mars-sized planet disintegrated and formed the moon. Give me a break. Really? You think that's what would happen? How about two objects in space, both moving? It's not like a head-on collision where they're both moving straight at each other. Okay, they're both moving in space, and if one was to hit the other, the other one might be moving away from it while the other one's coming at it to hit it. It could be. So it could be moving in the same direction as it's being impacted, like a rear-ended or something, basically. So you don't even know. Nobody knows. But you can see by the prints on the Earth that it does hit the Earth. I mean, nobody can tell us how it happens. Actually, tell us. Well, someone probably could. I guess they could figure that out. But you got to remember, it's not like they're both running at each other and to collide. That's not how it would work. One would be coming at the other, but the other one would be moving still and away from it, or they could have been moving towards each other. I don't know, but nobody knows, really. None of us know. Scientists, they probably do know, but they don't tell us shit. They don't tell us anything. But here's how I found this one. Look, this creates the Pacific Ocean. This is a big impact that creates the Pacific Ocean, basically. I mean, it wasn't ejected from the Pacific Ocean to create the moon. It hit directly in the middle of the Pacific. You can see there's North America and South America over there. Okay, you can see all the other continents over there. You got Australia down here kind of straggling along, but it's basically cleared this impact would have cleared the whole Pacific Ocean. It would have created the whole basin. Look at that. That is huge. And why do I think this goes here? Well, there's a lot. This isn't a very good image to use, but it's good enough. I can see enough. After you get, it takes practice looking at these pictures, but you get to learn what they leave out and what they leave in. But you can see this line. See this line that comes across right here? There's a line that comes across, and then it stops like at a corner right here, and it comes down. You can see it come down just like this. And that's the same thing you see right there. Comes across, comes down. You see there's an impact. I mean, what is that? Come on, look. Let's take a look. What is that? Tell me. What is that? What do you think creates this area right here? What, there was a continent there? It's just subduction. Plate tectonics does not create that. It might change it, but it doesn't create it. That's what creates it, right there. The Apollo crater, basically right in. Look at this corner right here. Look at the whole corner. It's right in there. Then you look at it. And you can see that it's clearly there. I mean, along with all the other impacts I've shown, you can see. Oh, and here's the main one right here. I don't have it's not perfectly over the top, but you can see Hawaii right there. Look, that's where it hits Hawaii. Look at the shape of Hawaii. See how it widens at the end? Look at this. This is Hawaii right here. Hawaiian Island. It just needs to be adjusted a little bit up. But it goes right there. That is Hawaii. See, things fall right into place once you get it. Once you get it going, it falls. Things will fall right into place. You can see how it happens. Look at that. You got motion all the way out here. I mean, you got lines that match all the way out to here. So, believe what you want. Like I always say, believe what you want. If you want to believe NASA, go for it. But I mean, these are their images. They could be fooling everybody with these images. I have no idea. They could be fooling me completely. But I'm telling you right now, what I see from the images that they give us, the moon has hit the Earth. All you got to do is look. I mean, everywhere, the whole Earth has been impacted by the moon, all over the place. The Mayan calendar is the Mare Oriental base crater on the moon. This basically is it's a huge impact right there. That is huge. Look at that. That's the whole impact. The whole thing is that whole dark area. Like I said, these get covered up. This dark area gets covered up by the most recent impacts on the moon, which is the side that faces us now. That's the side that hit us last. The side that faces us today, when the moon is full, that we can see Mare Imbrium, Tycho, Copernicus, all of those craters. That whole side we see is the last side that hit the Earth. Okay, so when that hit the Earth, all of the stuff that was rained down back on the moon covers these dark areas. This used to be darker. It used to be like the rest of the moon that we see, where the big dark areas are. Guaranteed. If these, I mean, I shouldn't say guaranteed because I don't know what these. They could be, like I said, fooling me with these images. It could be a big lie. I can't see this area of the moon. Nobody can. So we got to trust them. And basically, I do trust this to be right because look, it fits here in the ocean, just like it should. Everything's in the right place. You see how this line comes across and then hooks upward? See how, look at here, see how it comes across and then hooks up? Look right here. Look right where it hooks up. It comes across and you see that right in the ocean floor right there. It hooks up right there. It's right in the right spot. And you gotta look for little things like that. I mean, look at this. See this line that comes around right here? There's a line right there. This curve. And you see this curve right here. See this in the islands? There's a blank spot right here, but you see that curve right there. You see it right in the right spot. Look at that. And you see in the center there's a round circle right there. But that's what creates the blank spot right there in the center. Right? And you see there's a crater right there that basically hits right there. You see it. This is, like I said, this is a terrible image that they give us. If anybody has a better image of this crater, share it, please. I mean, see, people consider these individual craters. These are individual craters, but they're from hitting the Earth. It could be big chunks that broke off, that rained down and hit it. I don't know, but they're usually from mountains, from hitting mountains on the Earth or areas of the Earth. Almost all of them. But look at Hawaii there. That is Hawaii. I just got to get that up there. It's hard to get it all centered in the right spot when you get putting a flat thing over a curve. Look at this. See that right there? That is a circle. There's the edge right here. It goes around this way. These lines aren't on this side, but you gotta know that's a circle, and it's that one right there. More than likely is what creates that right there. Like I said, it's a little bit off, but you never can get it perfect. Sometimes you can get it pretty close. Yep. If this was a perfect picture of a real good picture of the moon, it would be so clear. But you see like these lines that come out this way, and it's all going in the right direction. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the weather and see what the weather looks like here. Yeah, it's hard to tell with this crappy picture. Oh, I see something here. Anyways, we'll just worry about the weather later after I get a better picture of this crater. But check it out for yourself. I mean, like I said, the shit just keeps getting deeper and deeper every day. I can sit here all day and discover 10 different places that the moon has hit the Earth that I didn't already know. That's about how it works. Because this is just another area of the moon that You know, I've worked on it before, but I just kind of got serious about it last couple of days of getting this thing in place, because every side of the moon has hit the Earth, people. I don't know how else to get your attention on that. I mean, nobody really. I guess it doesn't really matter to most people. You know, to me it does. It matters a lot. I like to know the truth when it comes to the history of the planet I live on. I don't like to listen to documentaries sit there and tell me lies all day and bullshit stories. I mean, just you don't spare my feelings. I mean, you don't need to spare my feelings. Just tell me what happened. Tell me the straight up story. What killed the dinosaurs? All right. Don't tell me it's some little piece of shit rock, because it isn't. It wasn't. It's not. It's not. And it's all, a lot of it has to do with greed. I mean, because when they figured that I think they've known this all. Mankind has known this for since it's been happening. Okay, but we just basically forget about it over long periods of time. Humans forget about it, but there are people that know about it. The people that study the Egyptians and the Mayans and all, they know this. They just try to give you some bullshit story about what those hieroglyphs say. They know exactly what the moon does, and that the Mayan calendar is a picture of the Mare Oriental crater, because it used to face the Earth, and you better believe it. I mean, you can look, like I said, look into it yourself. You know, I mean, it's really important. It's really important to change the science to the right thing. You can't have science if science is not right. It isn't even science if it's not right. If they're telling you a bunch of lies, it's not even science, lunar science, or whatever you want to call it, any of it. Or the Earth's geologic history is totally different if this hits the Earth like this, like I say, which it has. It changes the whole geologic history. It may not. Things are as they are. That's the way they always will be. But I mean, it changes what really happened and how they got that way. You know. And you know, we need to pay attention to the moon. We need to really pay attention to its distance from us. We need to find out its actual size by measuring it on the Earth like this. We need to go to North America, and like I did already, it came to 4 times the size than they say the moon is. And I've lined up the craters perfectly. Copernicus in Northern California, Kepler over in North Dakota and South Dakota, mostly North Dakota, and another one up here I've lined up too. And all 3 of them fit perfectly. I put the Copernicus, the whole side of the moon that shows Copernicus, and I put Copernicus right here. And that puts Kepler right over here, and it puts this other one right over here. I can't remember the name of it, Aristarchus or something like that. Anyways, you can triangulate those 3, and you can find the size. I mean, that's what I did. I found it's come to 4 times the size. It came to 4 times the size they say the moon is. So that's about the size of the Earth. And you see, it's about the size of the Earth in this image right here. It's pretty close. So I'm not saying it's exactly 4 times, but it comes to right approximately 4 times, maybe 3.5, but not under 3.5. It'd have to be 3.5, between 3.5 and 4 times the size that they say. Check it yourself, because you're not going to believe me. I mean, look at Hawaii there. Look at that. That's Hawaii. That's the shape of Hawaii. That is Hawaii. It's a little bit off, but it goes there. Remember, this is Google Moon. It's garbage. This is garbage. Picture sucks, but you can still use them to see. It's just harder to try to explain to somebody to show somebody that it hits there, but it does. Apollo. You just take the Apollo crater then. If you can only get a picture of the Apollo crater and then make it 4 times the size and stick it right there in the Pacific and see what happens. See if you can get anything to line up. I guarantee it will. All right, so you know, that's the way it is. Like I said, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper every day. And I got better things I should be doing. But if I didn't discover this stuff every day, I wouldn't even mess with it. And that's the only reason I do, is because I keep finding more things, more and more. And I know there's people on this earth that already know about this. Because I mean, it's just the majority of people will never believe it, because they got such a good disinformation, network that, they control what you see on TV. They control what you read in the books. The government, the whoever, the rich people. If they don't want you to know it, you're not going to know it. If they want to make you think of something else, they will make you think something else. Don't think that they can't do it and they don't do it. Don't think that, because they do it. They do it. Like I said, if there was gold and diamonds on the moon and it had hit the Earth, do you think they would tell you that it hit the Earth? Like I said, fuck no, they would not tell you. They would not. And even if it didn't have gold and diamonds on it, they still wouldn't tell you because they don't even know what's on it. Well, they do know what's on it because they can find it on the Earth. They found gold on the Earth because of the moon impacts. Trust me, they know. They totally do it all due to greed. When they first discovered it, you got to think, oh well, we can't tell. They couldn't just come out and say, oh yeah, everybody, hey, check it out, we found out the moon hit the Earth. You know, they would wait forever before they ever told anybody, if they ever did tell anybody, because they'd have to check it out first. It'd be highly classified information. They would have to see what their geologists could find on the Earth, and what kind of riches they could, any way to exploit it before they would ever tell you. And once they have to tell you the lie, they can't change the lie, because then it discredits everything they said in the past, and then they're caught, and then they don't get no more money. See, they take our money to lie to us so they can get rich. You understand? That's the way it works. You understand that? You have a good understanding of how the whole world works. All right. Have a good day.